Hey everybody, and welcome to or back to my channel, My Kind of Stuff. And today is episode 5 of Series Knockout. If you don't know what Series Knockout is, it's just kind of my way of holding myself accountable for trying to wrap up a bunch of series that I am in the middle of. It's an embarrassing amount. It's over 100. I keep losing track because I keep adding more, and I really just need to do better about knocking some out. So I like to try and do these videos once a month and kind of catch up on my progress, see where I'm at, what I've started, what I've finished. And honestly, I feel like this month I have started more than I have finished. However, we did start off strong by completing the Fallen Men series by Gianna Darling. There are 8 primary books in this series. There's a few novellas. There is a book of poetry, which I did read the book of poetry. I only read one of the novellas. I don't think I'm going to read the rest. You guys know how I feel about them, and I don't really think they're necessary to the story. There is another book coming out in this series next year, which it doesn't even have a date yet, so I have no idea when that's coming out. But as of now, I am caught up. I have read all 8 books plus the poetry, and I absolutely loved every single book in this series. Um, they're so much fun. They are all taboo in some way. It is a dark motorcycle club romance series. All the guys are in a motorcycle gang together, and we follow mostly the female main characters, but there are a few books in this series that are more heavily um, set on the male main character's point of view. So you kind of get a mixed lot in here. Um, and I absolutely loved all of these dirty talking biker boys. And then I decided to start the Boys of Tommen series. So I read book 1, which was Binding 13. There are 6 books in this series. I own the first 3, but I've only read the first one. So this is going to be another one that we really need to focus in on, dive into, and hopefully read these all fairly quickly. Just so that I don't lose track of the story, because I really did enjoy book 1 quite a bit, so I can't wait to continue this series. Another series that I started, and honestly, I was so disappointed by book 1. I don't even know if I'm going to continue with it, but probably because it's Rena Kent, and this is the only book I've read that I disliked by her so far. But that was Beautiful Venom, which is book 1 in the Vipers series. These are a hockey romance, obviously very dark and spicy. It is Rena Kent, after all. As far as I know, there are going to be 3 books in this series, unless she decides to do more. The next one, though, doesn't come out until December of this year. So as of for now, I am caught up. So hopefully this is another one that, because it's on my radar now, I will do better about keeping up with it as they release. So hopefully in December, we can read book 2. And I think book 3 is set as of right now for July next year, which is still really far off. And who knows, that could very well change between now and then. A series that I did finish, or at least as far as I know, I finished. I don't know if there's going to be more coming out or not. I have not heard anything, but that is Saga of the Unfated by Daniel L. Jensen. I read A Curse Carved in Bone last month, which is book 2. Book 1 is A Fate Inked in Blood. I really loved book 1. Unfortunately, book 2 just did not hit as well for me. I was kind of bored by it. But overall, it's a pretty decent fantasy romance series. She is a shield maiden, and yeah, it was good. I'm glad that I read it, but I kind of hope it's done. I don't think we need more. So I guess we'll see what happens there. But as far as I know, I've completed it. Another series that I made some progress in is the Heart and Mercy series by Megan Bannon. I read The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy quite a while ago now. Gosh, it's been a few years, I think, and I really enjoyed that one. I finally picked up book 2, which is The Undermining of Twyla and Frank, and I really enjoyed that one as well. The reason I tried to get to book 2 is because book 3 just released in July, and I really want to get to that one very soon as well. It seemed like a nice little cutesy rom-com to read during spooky season because these are like non-human characters. So I can't wait to jump into book 3 really soon as well, and then I'll have finished this series. Another series that I started is the Grandest Game series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is kind of a spin-off series to the Inheritance games, so we follow still a lot of the same characters, but we also introduce new characters as well. I really enjoyed it. I really need to read like all of Jennifer Lynn Barnes' backlist because I don't think I've been disappointed by one of her books yet. The reason I picked up The Grandest Game when I did is because Glorious Rivals, which is book 2 in the series, had just released. I've still not read it. I need to. I think we already have like a book 3 slated for, again, I believe July next year, so that obviously could change, but um I really need to pick up Glorious Rivals soon because that was the whole point of me picking up the series in general, was to binge it, and then I read one and gave up. So that seems to be my problem. I pick up and start new series because a new book's coming out, and then I only read the one. And yeah, that's why this whole video series exists, because this is how I work. Another series that I started this month was Queens and Monsters by J.T. Geisinger. I read Ruthless Creatures, which is book 1, another dark romance series. I absolutely ate this book up. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about the entire series. So I'm really, really excited to continue these, and I don't know why I didn't just like binge them when I picked up book 1. I really like to try to spread out my reading, read different things. You guys know I read thrillers and horror and romance and sci-fi and fantasy romance, and like I just love reading so many different things that like I just always find it hard to like binge a series. Another series that I did continue this month is the Salacious Players Club series by Sarah Kate. I read book 2, which is Eyes on Me. I had previously read Praise a couple months ago and really enjoyed it. Eyes on Me, I loved even more. So this is definitely another series too that like is high up on my radar, just because I've loved the first 2 books, and yeah, I really can't wait to continue. I think there are 6 books in this series, at least as of right now. I assume there's not going to be any more. I think it's been like 2 years since the last one came out. Um so yeah, another series that like feels like it could be very bingeable if I just sat down and dedicated the time to reading all dark romance all the time. maybe maybe we do a dark romance month. I don't know, maybe after spooky season. And I think that could be kind of fun. Just like binging dark romance series. That seems to be what I need to do. Because that's all these series I've started for the most part have been dark romance. But I did manage to finish a dark romance series. And that is, well, I guess it's not really a series, it's kind of a universe. It is the Still Beating universe by Jennifer Hartman. So I read Still Beating a couple years ago, absolutely adored it. I still think about this book almost daily. It wrecked me, okay? Then I read book 2, which is Lotus, probably close to a year ago now. I believe I read this like in December. Um, and then now I read The Stars Are on Our Side, which is the 3rd book in this series or world. They're all interconnected, standalone, completely standalone. You just kind of meet some of these characters in the other books, but you really don't get a good grasp of like their entire story. But yeah, absolutely love this series. It is heartbreaking. It is very dark and disturbing. The things that happen to these poor characters are awful. So please, please check your trigger warnings with these. But absolutely amazing writing, absolutely amazing books. All right, guys, that is all. Those are all of the series that I made some sort of progress in the last month. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you a series binger, or do you do what I do where you just kind of dabble and poke around at all these different series and never seem to finish any? Because that's really how this month felt to me. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future content. Give the video a thumbs up on your way out, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.